Hey guys, Team ABK. It's our bears.
Tokens.
Fucking awesome tokens.
You're welcome.
Yeah, this is King Bear and this is
Gangsta Bear.
Gangster Bear, yeah. Ghetto Compton Bear. Anyway, yeah. This was modeled after this guy. Alright, so I'm here with Jose, who's off in the corner over here.
You don't have to look at him.
Yeah, you don't have to look here. Herminio and the token black guy.
Really?
Team's token?
Really? Really?
He's Lee, and I'm Jesse the Jew Vera. Anyway, in this video we're talking about ban list, October 1st ban list. Yeah. So I don't think anything should be banned. I can't think of a card.
That's it.
I don't think there's a card that should be banned really. A lot of people are saying Soul Charge, but really, how many people are winning with Soul Charge? I mean, there's here's Soul Charge. Usually with Soul Charge, the idea is that you're going to go into really big problem monsters from your extra deck, almost typically, and it's like Shaddoll's punish the shit out of that. And you're not going to go for game because you can in your battle phase. And you're paying life points. I think this card is perfectly balanced. I see no problem with this card.
Honestly, what people were saying this earlier was because of before Shaddoll's was fucking Infernities. Infernities was abusing the shit out of that card.
Yeah.
And that's why people thought it was going to get banned, and I honestly don't think it's going to get banned. If anything, it might get limited to one. Yeah,
it could get like semi or limited. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened at all, but I really doubt it's getting banned. It's totally not. It's not ban worthy. It's not like stupid broken. Otherwise, everybody would be playing 3 and not care about it. And then, I don't think anything else should be banned. Anybody? Ideas banned?
Sorry, I don't even think there's any extra deck card that could get banned.
Yeah, I don't think anything should be banned at all.
Super Poly.
Super Poly. I don't think Super Poly is gonna get banned.
It's not, but I feel maybe one day it might, just because that card is so good.
Well, I mean, Super Poly.
The reason is because Heroes.
The future Shaddoll's.
Heroes and Shaddoll's now abuse the
so
shit.
A lot of things.
Hero Shadow.
A lot of things I think people don't take into consideration when it comes to like actual balance predictions versus what they want to get banned is the fact that Konami wants to make money.
So you call me stupid?
No.
It's racist.
Jesus. What? So the thing about Super Poly is that Shaddoll's are getting their other attribute fusion monsters, and the heroes are eventually going to come to the TCG. So that's a huge reason why I think they're not going to hit Super Poly, because otherwise people want to buy those cards and then use it in conjunction with Super Poly. So the Super Poly existence makes those cards more valuable, and makes both those decks way more viable because Super Poly exists.
Well, can you argue the same thing because Stratos is banned? Wouldn't the existence of Stratos also do that?
The reason Stratos got banned is because nobody would stop playing Heroes at the start of every format. Everybody played Heroes. Stratos is never coming back because they have replaced it. There are new cards, a new support, and Stratos is going to come back. Like, it just isn't.
Where is my new Stratos, huh?
It hasn't come to the TCG yet, but it's going to, obviously.
By you saying that sentences, there's already viewers that are just angry at you now.
Stratos isn't coming back. I'm sorry. Like,
I can see the comments now. Fuck you, you fucking idiot.
Why would Konami bring back an older card so that you can play older style decks when they can just make new stuff and you have to buy that new stuff if you want to play Heroes?
Why did they do that with anything?
But then I'm not disagreeing with you, I'm just bringing up questions.
Sure.
Didn't they do that with bringing out Lone Fire with Sylvans?
Did he bring out 3?
But
they brought out 2.
But the idea behind Lone Fire isn't that Lone Fire fuels an entire older deck. Lone Fire was released in conjunction with a brand new deck that came out, not...
Oh, so
Heroes are all fucking old. Yeah, Heroes are
Goyo.
super old. Goyo because of Shaddoll's, and it's just a good, and it's because they're trying to bring back synchros, and Goyo is the best level 6 synchro, and also it's totally not as scary as it used to be. Yeah, Brio is the best level 6.
And this Brio.
Because Goyo's 20-100 attack and takes your stuff. It's a great monster, but it's nothing like Brio, obviously. Brio was
just trust Jose hasn't been out for when Brio was out. Trust us, it was a bust-ass card.
It was busted.
I wasn't there here in Arsenals.
Brionic was super busted.
Brio and Trisha were busted.
They were really busted. Vanity's Fiend should totally take a hit. This is one of the... Vanity's Emptiness, yeah, you're right. Vanity's Emptiness should totally take a hit. I mean, this is one of the only Floodgate cards left in the game. I mean,
there's
think about
a few left, but like one that's generic.
But
at
three.
Yeah.
How many are left that are like three?
Just Scourgeon's the last one, I think. Besides that
Scourgeon's not really a Floodgate card. It doesn't totally keep you from playing the duel. It just shuts down face-up stuff, like face-up effects. But there are plenty of ways to get around Scourgeon. This is bananas. Like a lot of, and then a lot of reasons that this card never saw play or got hit was because you had to preemptively activate it, because a lot of summons during like Plant and when Seek started coming out, that there was too many threats on the board that could get over your stuff, and so Vanity's Emptiness had to be activated preemptively, not to something that starts a chain, and then they would just MST something else,
and you neg one,
and then you neg one, and then they'd make their play anyway, and that was awful. But now almost every single special summon needs to start a chain. So Shaddoll Fusion, Tour Guide, Soul Charge, Call the Haunted, all those cards, and then Satellar, Altair all start a chain, and that's where this card comes in amazing, because the idea is like, even if you have MST, you have to think, okay, if I want to get the +1, I have to let Emptiness resolve. My play won't go through, but I can space their back row and then get the +1, right? But then it's like, oh, I couldn't make my play anyway. And then you're going to wind up chaining MST to this. So that makes the vulnerability of Emptiness that it's supposed to have to make it more balanced totally void, because you have to chain MST to make your play go through. And they can, so that's, it's just like, this card is so annoying. And this card can't be searched. I mean, it's totally like a card where you just sack it and then you win. I mean, it's just as bad as other cards. It's just as bad as like when Dana Rabbit ran Macrocosmos against Mermail. It's like they get it, make like it, and then win. All because they had Macrocosmos. And there's nothing you could do about it. I mean, that just sucks. And that's why it's limited, because it shuts down entire decks. And Dana Rabbit used to steal games because of that. Like a lot of games. I mean, it shut down a lot of stuff. And it was stupid. And this is one of those cards where it's just like you sack it and you win. That's fucking dumb. It's totally, this should totally get hit.
I was gonna. I have thoughts coming up in my head.
Sure.
No, right now I'm just completely agree with you. That's why I'm not really saying anything. But besides Vanity's Emptiness, what else? Is there anything else you see could get hit?
I think Super Poly could go to 1. That's possible, because Konami has done that before, where they see a meta card choices growing in the OCG, and then that in turn affects the TCG. Now, because they're making ban lists totally separate, I have no idea. I mean, there's no way to tell like what their priorities are, but I think if they want to sell more Shaddoll stuff, they're going to keep Super Poly at 3.
What about Satella Knights?
What about Satella Knights?
You gonna get hit?
Anything, like, just at all, like...
I don't see Satella Knights being a huge problem.
Not now at all, because there's so many decks coming out that can counterbalance it.
Yeah, the only problem with it, and it's not even like a problem technically, is the counter trap, but the counter trap is like pretty balanced. If you lose field presence, you have to keep a Satella Knight face up. And it's not like you get a +1, it's a 1-for-1.
It's a 1-for-1 total, yeah.
Yeah, it's a 1-for-1.
The only reason...
No. Infernity Break was busted because of the mechanic of Infernities. Because the idea is that like those Infernity Breaks that you're getting,
you can search it, bro.
Those Infernity Breaks and stuff are pluses that you gain from the deck, and then they cost nothing to activate them. You just like, oh, I have a face of Infernity, no cards in hand, boop. Like you're not losing anything. But in Satella Knights, you're losing something. You're losing field presence. You have to, like, if you have Altair and then you special Deneb, sure, you search, and it's like, okay, I have the counter trap, so if I make 101 or make my play, I have to risk not my counter trap not being live. So I feel like that's totally a balanced
I'm about to bring up the fact that a lot of people still think Moattack and Sanctum are going to get... I really doubt they're going to get hit. I don't know why exactly. I mean, I can understand why the OCG banned this, because like it's super popular. The OCG just splashing artifact engine into almost anything. Satella, Shaddolls, all that shit. I think even Cliffos were going to get splashed in.
Artifacts are not that busted. I mean, at best, in the best situation, they're just a +1. I mean, Sanctum doesn't blow anything else. It just brings down Morrowtech, and then Morrowtech pops a card. It's just a +1. That's it.
The reason they were so good is because we were in a kind of a slow format where Hat was being played and Gyuri was being played, so it was kind of a slow format. So that's why people were getting annoyed by hands and artifacts, and people were assuming they were gonna get hit after that.
One of the biggest reasons those cards were good was because
they were brand new and we were kind of used to it.
And it's one of the new things that came out where these cards are getting you pluses and also interrupting your plays during your turn. Like, it's not your opponent's turn, but they're doing things that are interrupting your play, and that's what people totally got caught off guard with, and that's why people were winning with those cards, not necessarily because they were really good.
What about, do you think anything's gonna hit, B?
I think somebody on World Star's getting hit.
What about you, Jose?
Nope.
Yeah, I don't think any artifact stuff's getting hit. What other stuff could be limited?
I don't even see it getting limited, honestly.
Vanities?
No, I don't see them getting it all.
I don't see Vanities getting hit.
There's nothing else that I see as like a problem right now. I mean, there's no cards I can think of that are just really, really stupid. I don't know.
Vanities.
Can't think of anything else. Semi-limited. Semi-limited. I don't know what could be semi-limited. Maybe Shaddoll Fusion.
No, I think it's too early. It probably will.
Don't get me wrong. I think it's too early too, but I wouldn't be surprised if it hit semi-limited or limited list. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened.
They're gonna make El Shaddoll Fusion a high rarity card.
Well, yeah, of course they are.
Just to make money off of it.
I mean, yeah,
more money off of it.
Maybe, of course they are. Actually, maybe just because they are getting the El Shaddoll Fusion,
they might hit it too.
It was just a quick play, and that only affects your hand, doesn't affect the.
Yeah, it only affects the cards you control, not. It doesn't pull things from the deck. It's like a quick play polymerization. Basically.
Maybe actually, yeah.
I'm surprised nobody's tried like Fusion Gate.
That's just weird.
Nobody's tried Fusion Gate.
Chain material?
Does the save? No, they have to be Fusion 7 with Shaddoll Fusion, right?
No.
You can
no, that's why you can super
Oh shit! Yeah, here come the Shaddoll OTKs.
Shaddoll. Electrum. Please Shaddoll Electrums.
Please forget everything you've heard in this video.
Terraforming into Fusion Gate sounds kind of sexy.
It's gonna go rise up now. It's a good thing we don't have much viewers. You know?
Anyway, so
like 20 viewers, that's
what I think about the band. Unlimited. I don't. Hey guys, sorry I hit the wrong button. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I think about the ban list, and that's what we think. Anybody else have any thoughts on the ban list?
Honestly, I feel like this ban list is a very open ban list. Like, we really can't predict. Besides Vanities, I can see that getting hit. I definitely can. But honestly, I really can't predict anything else besides that.
Yeah, I don't think anything's
everything else
crazy
is just
right
everything
now.
else is just a maybe, and then like everything, I don't know what. Maybe at this ban list, I feel like they might bring back stuff and take away stuff. What could be brought back though? Like, that's the question.
Thunder King.
No, Thunder King is too good.
It's too splashable. It's too splashable.
That's the thing, is that Vanity's Emptiness is one of the only cards that's so splashable and super good, and it's still unlimited. Thunder King, limited. You know why? It's splashable, it's super good, 1900. It has 2 awesome effects. Defission, Macrocosm, Soul Drain.
Like, to bring it back.
I really want Heavy Storm to come back. That's
really?
I want it to come back so bad.
We're gonna because when Andrew was still here, we would talk about how Heavy Storm can't come back unless Solemn Judgment comes back because they counterbalance each other.
No, that's it. There are plenty of cards that stop Heavy Storm.
Dark Bribe.
I mean, I know now.
No, Starlight Road.
Oh yeah, that one.
Starlight Road, perfect. It's a perfect answer to that.
I know, but it's like you gotta play fucking Stardust in your action deck.
That's when
you don't have to.
You know what I mean? Or don't set so many. Like that's just how it is. But people are so safe behind set 3, set 4. And it's super, super annoying.
And slow.
And now that the hands have been effectively kind of pushed out of the meta, it's like there's no punishment for that anymore. It's fucking ridiculous.
The
Malevolent Catastrophe is nowhere near as good. You have to set it, and they have to attack.
And they can wiretap it. They can solve.
And they can wiretap it. Yeah, like Solemn Judgment can't come back. It's not because the card, what it does, is too good. It's because it's never dead. You can always activate it. You always have half your life points, always. So that's why it's never coming back. Anyway, this video is pretty long, so we're gonna cut it here.
Super
and then if you guys have any comments or anything, please post them below, and we can all argue about it, and I'll just tell you how you guys are all wrong. I'm just kidding. No, but seriously, post some comments. This is Team ABK.
We're Bearcats. And I don't have bear. I'm sorry, but we have bear tokens.
Bear tokens. Okay, bye guys.
We never have bear.